tongue tension can be a problem for many singers. I want to talk about it a bit and then give you an exercise that's going to help you. So, what is the tongue for, specifically in relation to singing? The tongue is part of the articulators, or what we use to shape the sound. Think of it like this. The larynx, the vocal folds, they create the sound. As the sound vibrates away from those vocal folds and outwards, the articulators then carve and shape that sound. So the mouth, the jaw and the tongue shape the sound once it's been created here at the larynx. If you are trying to impact what's happening in the larynx with tongue tension, what I mean by that is often singers will pull the tongue back and do strange things with it, or hold their jaw funny to try and hold the sound in slightly, to try and maintain some level of control of the sound. What happens is, they actually gain less control because they are indirectly trying to affect what's going on at the vocal folds. And that indirect manipulation is never as effective or as efficient as just directly addressing the coordination of the vocal folds. So, when we have tongue tension, the best way to address it is to understand what I've just spoken about, that the tongue has nothing to do with the creation of the sound in the larynx. The tongue helps shape the sound. So, relax the tongue, let it do its job, which is the same job as when we speak. When we speak, we're not having to do anything funky with the tongue, we just use it to shape the words, to articulate the words. It's the same with singing. Don't think of singing as anything different, it's just using your voice. So, the exercise, how are we going to, if we have tongue tension, how are we going to get rid of it? Well, the best thing to do is if we have a habit, a muscle memory built in where we're pulling the tongue back, or we have tongue tension, the best thing to do is directly work against that tendency. So you can do an exercise where you just hang your tongue out of your mouth like that. Ah, ah, and you can just go up and down like that. Ah, you get the idea. Now what this does is, what you'll find is if you have a tendency to pull that tongue in, at first it will be that tongue will want to go in because it's the muscle memory is embedded in there. So the only way to get rid of that is to counter it with new muscle memory. Hang it out, let it out, learn to just hold it out throughout the exercise. Another one you can do is la la la. That might work because, again, the only way to pronounce la 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 is with a relaxed tongue. If the tongue starts to tighten, la la, like la la la, it won't articulate the la. Make sure the la is clear. La 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 la. Anything really that forces you to use the tongue in a normal, natural way will help to get rid of that. The best one is the first one I mentioned, because if you can learn to vocalize like that with your tongue completely out and your mouth open, it proves really that you aren't inhibiting the process with the tongue. It proves that the voice is just working as it should, naturally and easily. Generally when you're singing, or just when you are making a consistent sound, if I'm just going and there isn't any articulation in the words, I'm just having a certain a vowel shape, the tongue should just be relaxed, and when it is relaxed, it's resting pretty much behind the bottom teeth and it's just sat there. So use that really as your default setting. If you're not doing anything with the tongue, it should just be relaxed and left alone. If you need it to articulate, you use it. But if when you were just making vowel sounds, you're messing around with the tongue, no, don't do it. Doesn't matter if you're low or high, however low you go, these rules apply exactly the same. So, I hope that's helped you guys today. If you have tongue tension, try out some of these ideas, think about some of these ideas, and have a good time singing. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and leave any comments or questions, and I'll get back to you. Take care, bye-bye.